have them in our display case, which is our kind of impromptu library artifacts thing. I actually taken them out once. Well, actually, no. Ryan took them out once. Let me rephrase that one. It was more like he was showing things off, and he decided to open up the box and show the voodoo head. Like, Ryan, yes. Why is the box open? I'm showing stuff off. Why is the box open? So he's like, wait, I wasn't supposed to do that. No.
Binding means something.
Yeah. Binding means actually keeping it bound, actually having it locked up. Not like locked up until you want to show it off. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, show it off. And once he's finished, like, bind me and put it back together. So it was like, it ruined my not working everything. So it was definitely one of those moments like, yay. Any other questions?
I have a quick one.
Sure.
If you're going to light a candle, say a prayer to Hecate, what color, does it matter what color? I mean, is there a color associated with her that she prefers?
One of the colors, I know black is definitely a color associated with her because of the whole night. But actually, I know some people are uncomfortable burning black candles because they have that like negative association with it. Because they feel, wait, burning black candle that bad, and it's like not necessarily. Burning black candle is also used for banishing, getting rid of energy and stuff that you don't want around. So if you're not comfortable with burning a black candle, a dark blue is good too, or a dark purple candle as well, because it is connection with dark blue is connected with the night sky. I also burn that same type of candle if I have connections with Nuit, N-U-I-T, or Nut, who is the Egyptian goddess of the night, who's the embodiment of night. So I do dark blue. Purple is also connected to Hecate herself, just because it's that royal aspect, is the night aspect, is just, I notice a lot of the nocturnal deities have purple involved. Like Hecate has purple, Baron Samedi has purple, and he's associated with the night as well. Baba Legba, it's like they like the color purple apparently.
But you can light it and do it at any point. It doesn't have to be at night.
It doesn't have to be at night, but to me, I feel that sometimes the strongest is usually at dusk when the sun is going down, or actually at midnight when it is at the nighttime when it's as darkest and stuff. Between 12 and 3 is considered the witching hour, so those are the best times with two. What else would be good? I usually personally just burn frankincense and myrrh with her, and that's more of my personal preference because it's a cleansing.
What is it called?
Frankincense and myrrh is a very common two incenses that you find usually in stick form or resin form. It's actually what's used to, Catholics use it actually. I think of, but like I said, you can do offerings of garlic and such. The Hecate supper would be a bread too, so if you're burning a candle, maybe leave a loaf of bread too. Another thing is, one of the things that people used to do in the cleansing is when in the homes they would have their own little personal altar. They would do the usual daily sweeping and everything. They would sweep around the altar, and then they would sweep it into a jar that would often be kept nearby Hecate's statue. And one of the things they would do is once it was filled up, they would take it to the crossroads and basically chuck it over the back and then walk back, not looking back, because to them it was a cleansing point of throwing this old stuff, old energy away from them and not looking at it as they walked away to have it kind of come back on them or anything. So that's another one of the things you can do is do some sweeping and take it to an intersection or crossroads, or even just taking it out, throwing it over your shoulders and walking away but not looking at it.
Where, like, Out your front door? would you
Well,
say?
usually like off your property is the best thing to do. Yeah, I was gonna say, go to the intersection, but you can't worry about someone being hit by a car. What are you doing?
That would be the
Going
best
dust?
place to go, would be the intersection.
If you can find like a dirt road or something that's an intersection that is not as used.
Dangerous.
Yeah, that'd be one of the things you can do. Sometimes people would do it at dusk or near night, but not at nighttime. Like I said, they were kind of worried about the spirits and ghosties following them home. Something, sage is good, but that's the usual. I think mace is at times, mace, a mustard type of incense is used, but that's, you might want to be careful with that because that would really sting the eyes too. But that was the thing, it's like sometimes it seems like they were using almost harsh, foul-smelling incenses to associate with her. It was just that, the darker the whole like eater felt the dirt and just almost every dark or not almost negative aspect was connected with her, so they would burn incense of really nasty smelling stuff. I mean, they would burn pretty much cloves of garlic for her, so it would stink up the place for her. And one of the things connected to would be pretty much, sometimes when they burn resin, they use a fuel sometimes, like charcoal. Well, one of the fuels they would use is dung, basically. They would use horse dung or dog dung or something to burn with it. So it's like, oh, we're going to stink up the place entirely. And it was just, yeah, it was not. So I wouldn't say go completely authentic. I'd say maybe you could stick with frankincense and myrrh. But actually, if everyone wants to get the titles off this, these are two of the books that a good deal of research came out of them. They are specifically on Hecate themselves. One's called, and this is basically a academic essay in a sense, with lots of notes and bibliography, and yeah. It's luckily not so dry as some academics I've read. It's called The Rotting Goddess, The Origin of the Witch in Classical Antiquity, and it's by Jacob Rabinowitz, Rabinowitz.
Rabinowitz.
Thank you. I couldn't help it. Rabinowitz. And this is definitely an excellent academic book. Like I said, this shows that whole connections between when she went from the young fertile goddess to the old hag. Okay. This one is actually more connected with the more modern pagan, and actually will give you more details on her, like the incense, the offerings. Also, one of the things I forgot to mention too was her connections to, when not just with the dead and necromancy, was it's called Hecate liminal rites. And if you look up David Rankin, Rankine, this is a UK book, but you should be able to find it on Amazon. This one, like I said, has more like the various things that you can burn to her, various offerings made, and more closer to the items associated with her. Let's see here. Like oak, mandrake, saffron, yew. Funny enough, a yew tree actually grows right in front of my window. But this is more of the modern information that is very useful. Let's see. And it actually talks about the Greek magical papyri, which actually that's where a lot of the poems and spells people started pulling from, really. I think that is it for now. Does anyone have any further questions before I finish up then? like I said, hopefully tomorrow I'll have the PowerPoint actually running properly. I apologize for the impromptu of it. I hope everyone enjoyed and hope everyone will enjoy the rest of the field trip.